my stream of Manor. So I got this game while it was on the Steam Winter Sale, which ended at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. I'm gonna be looking every so often on my iMac here. I have a dual monitor set up. However, I have a mid-range graphics card, and then having two displays and running a game that I'm assuming is going to be heavy in terms of its performance. Um, yeah, I'm probably. I mean, if I ran two of these monitors, I'm probably gonna have to scale go from medium to low, or even extremely low. So I'm gonna view your comments on here, and then restart to install Windows. Oh my gosh, pick a time. This is ridiculous that you have to do this. That is nuts. I hate that Windows does that. Mind you, Mac doesn't make you install updates. Just want to point that out. So hopefully you guys, hopefully we both like this game. I heard good things about this game. I think it's in early access, and I have like a strict rule of like no to early access games. But everything is early access. Like everything on my wish list, early access. And there are games that have been in early access for so long. Like one game that I was going over today. Right, check this out. I have a space game, and I'm trying to figure out what the name of it is. Something with an N, I think. Hold on, maybe I can find it. It's not Mars. I think it's N. Nomad Fleet. Is that it? No. Norland. No. It's man. I forgot the name of the game. Space building sim. Uh, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. It's not Cosmeteer. Cosmeteer, which is also I think on in the same kind of realm. It's in early access. Oh, Space Haven. That's the name of the game. This game, I was like, all right, when is this game gonna be done? Because I was gonna buy Cosmeteer, and you know, I was going through this, and they said, oh, we rough estimate between 1 to 2 years, right? That's when the developers wrote this. I'm assuming, right? That was 2020. It's 2025. So, it doesn't say edited recently. So I'm assuming this is what they put down when they did early access. Anyway, I feel like everything is early access, and this just popped up. Said, by the way, this is early in development. Stop making games early in development. Like I could understand. I don't know, but the thing that happens when you have games in early development, my bad for keep switching back and forth, is there was a game called Jump Odyssey, Jump Light Odyssey, right? Now check this out, and then this is just one of the games. There's another game. I'm gonna do a whole video on this, but this game had great reviews when it first came out. Right? It was like top of the charts. It's 59% now because, please note, as of 2023, development has paused indefinitely, and they're still selling the game. So that bothers me. I'm trying to pick somebody that look like. Probably gonna look like that guy in a few years. That guy looks creepy. Uh, I like him. So I'm probably gonna end up like him. I like all the armor. Primary color. I like blue. Now what the heck is this? North? No, give me something cool. What? No. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Ooh, I like that you could do all those kind of cool things. Nice. All right, whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. So end goal: domination, conquest, claim all regions to win, endless play. I like that. I like endless. I like endless play. So I'm not gonna do any end goal. You know, there's a lot of games that I love. Like you accomplish everything, but you still want to continue playing. You know. So map adversaries as amp. They start with two regions under their control. We use military force. Okay, so I guess yeah, let's do that. AI aggressiveness is balanced. Is good. Rate of frequency, medium. Rate of free years. That's fine. Initial bandit camps. That's fine. Random bandit camps stop spawning if there are already three of them. Oh, so you only have. I don't know. I guess I don't want to deal with bandits all the time, so I'll just leave it. We'll see how that starts. Starting supplies is fine. This is all good. Food spoilage standard. Ooh, you could spoil food. That's pretty interesting. Armament delay. Free weapons delivered from militia as soon as the player builds a storehouse. Okay, that's pretty cool. Underground water. Nice. Okay. Early access map. Okay, so I'm assuming there's only one map. Okay. Begin. Begin. And the reason why I like this game is because you could build a town. It looks like there's an economic system, uh, and just like you can have your, I guess, workers become soldiers, or you can build soldiers or whatever. So that looks very interesting to me. I do see that it says early access point 0.8. So that means they're probably close to release because generally it goes point 0.9 then 1.0. Message. I got a message. Where the sea trouble you suppose potential these lands shall become rich and prosper on your skill. Blah blah blah. Prosperity awaits. All right. By the way, I'm not like at 100% today. I'm at like a one or a two. I'm just I don't know, man. I haven't been really, you know, I haven't been really like trying in a good, great mood. So let's see if this game kind of lifts me up. That's what a game should do, right? Oh wow. Okay, so what? Each person has their own name. ELS. Hans. Is that the family? So that's the Els family, I'm assuming, and that's the Hans family. Lorenz. I'm assuming, right? Or they're all individually named. I don't know. Storage, nothing inside. All right. Let's see how easy this game is. I see a road here. Let's zoom out. Ooh, I like this. Check this out. It has that Grand Tactician kind of almost Google Maps kind of thing. Ooh, that looks good. That look good, as Angry Joe would say. That look good. Okay, I really like that. Okay, so this road, and then there's this road here. That's very cool. I like that. And I'm assuming I can connect this road to here. This, okay, alright, alright, alright. This is cool. I like that. Somebody talking? So what should I build? The swamp pit, every gym, resource as well. I heard about that. I looked at some YouTube stuff, and then like there's stuff about ground fertility, construction costs, logging camp. That's the first thing that the guy built when I was watching, you know, the YouTube thing. I like that it just snaps in. I know to you, some of you guys that are like watching this, like, dude, why are you making such a big deal about like these little things like snapping in or zooming in and out? Dude, I'm from the 90s gaming, right? In the 90s, 2000s, even 2010s, this was like unheard of. And we just kind of like take it for granted now. Uh, I'm probably going to build it over here. And the reason why. Unassigned families work on construction automatically. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Is because do you see this? I'm assuming somebody is here, right? I'm assuming that's a kingdom, or maybe somebody will be here. I can use this forest as kind of like almost like a fort kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Timber requires oxen to be moved. Villagers will automatically get the ox when they need it. I like that. It just does it. And they're already heading over there. That is cool. I like that. And I'm assuming they're gonna need housing. What the heck is a saw pit? Okay. Woodcutter's Lodge. Hunting Camp. Forager's Lodge. Fisherman's Huts. Okay. So like, do each of like the families? So if you do, I guess woodcutting, you get your own lodge kind of thing. Like I can't put people in the same kind of. Oh, you know what? That's probably like their workplace. That's what I'm thinking. Administration, trade. Ooh, wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. Trading post. Trading post would be perfect for like right here, right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe closer to this road. You know, like that. Farming. Ooh, there's not that much farming here, but I could probably do some here. I do like this, man. The GUI looks cool. Well, we probably need a well, right? Oh, and I like that it just tells you where like the well kind of stuff is. Okay, that is cool. Careful, you're about to run out of timber and block yourself. Make sure you build a logging camp. Okay, well, let's do that, I guess. Didn't I just build a logging camp? Why are you telling me? Yeah, I built like a log. I guess that's the point 8 version. All right. I'm assuming they're gonna need water, right? Everybody needs water, so I'm gonna build it. I guess do I build it like right here or I don't know, like right out in the I don't know where. Let's put it right there. Farming, logistics, granary, storehouse. Probably need that, right? Is this where it's gonna store the whatever stuff, the stuff that the freaking wood that I get? Where are these people gonna live? Smithy. That's usually the first thing I think of. Like, hey, where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna put your roof? You can make a shrine in this game. That's pretty cool. Industry, farming, residential, marketplace. Well, we did that. Buriage plots. Oh, I like that. And it kind of gives you a nice little. And they skip all future things. I like this. I like that. Okay. So let's do that. Where should I put these guys? Can I put them in the forest? Should I put them close to this road? Yeah, let's do that. Uh, Plots. If I go this further, is it going to change anything? Oh, I guess this. Ooh, whoa. Not enough goods. Okay. So I don't have enough for that. So let's do this. This. Not enough. Okay. Alright. I have enough for those. Alright, let's do that. So they can live inside an actual house instead of like, I don't know, a tent that just, you know? Oh, man. So I'm trying to like, normally what I would do is if I'm not feeling 100%, if I'm not feeling like really motivated and just like out of it, like really down, probably hit the bar, but I'm trying to avoid that. Um, you know, the women don't like you going to the bar, I'll tell you. My friends is, my missus are like, you going to a bar? I'm like, yeah. And it's not even like a direct like. It's usually just like, oh, okay. kind of thing. It's like, you try to like, all right, maybe I shouldn't. It's like you're not gonna spend time with us. All right, try to. I just realized the mic is down here. Somebody should have told me that. I can't hear you, man. Let me actually check to see if OBS is. Yeah, it is capturing my audio. Good. While human workforce must be assigned manually, but lives are blah blah blah. Okay, fine. That's cool that it's not like it does all that auto work for you. What the heck is that? No. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna expand this road to yeah. Build a road. Am I making them do too many things at once? What is this? Exposed goods, generic goods, goods store. I need. All right, so I need a storehouse. How do I get a storehouse? I think I saw that before, right? That's a granary. Storehouse. Okay. All right. I'm assuming post it close to the road. I'm assuming. I don't know. Not enough goods. Okay. I guess I gotta wait. Huh? Oh, they're putting it all in that little thing. I got 19. I guess I'm using some of it for the wood and all that crap. It's rotting though. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are staying motivated, hydrated. I like how the sun does it cast the shadows. Like the clouds. I guess that's what it's called. Now, some of you guys are probably saying, "Dude, you're the strategy war gamer. Why are you city building?" Well, because when you the when you build cities, you then expand to fortify the cities, and then you kind of expand to do some war. War. And get them in their little plots there. I like that it tells me I got unassigned. I got 5 timber. Okay, very good, very good. It says I need two. Does it say I need two more or what? What does this mean? Timber, I got one. Can I assign people to like focus on this? Alright, do that. That's cool that you could just quickly just say plus or minus, and it'll do that for you. I like that. So that's gonna be the primary thing. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna get in a little bit better mood once this hits more than one. So I actually had a really interesting response today. I emailed Craig Federighi, and if you guys don't know who he is, he's the head of Apple iOS, iPad, and Mac OS. He's the senior vice president, the guy in charge of everything, right? And I used to. Ooh, running out of food. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. How do you guys get food? How are you guys getting food? Where are you getting food? All right, hold on. Pause. I thought you guys had enough food to last you some time. Anyway, so just going on, I emailed him and I asked him like if you can enable an app where I can record the screen, like for gaming news and be able to react to it with the camera. So record the screen and use the camera at the same time. And he says technically, that's already possible. So I'm like, all right, Awesome. I'm gonna reach out to some devs to see if they're interested in doing that because I would pay money, even subscription. You know how much I hate subscriptions. Um, uh, bread spoilage very high. Ooh, how do I make bread, dude? I know it has to do with flour. Foresters, hunters. What does this do for me? Timber, woodcutter's lodge, berries, fisherman's hut. I got a hunting camp. Oh, okay. This is a hunting camp. Oh, these are homeless people. All right. Charcoal kin. Mining, logistics, residential, farming. There we go. Okay. So I'm not gonna be able to like just like quickly um what do you call it? I'm not gonna be able to quickly like make farms, right? And I only have like 12 bread or something, so I really like this actually. Now that I think about it, expose good pantry. I know everything's gonna spoil easily. Well, they can eat the spoiled food, and I'm gonna assign like one family just to get the food. All right. So this is there a way I can like make sure that this doesn't change? Like that family's always gonna be there. Okay, I can build this finally. I like that it aligns just like that. Very cool. All right, so we're gonna build a storehouse next. I got a family doing this. I'll do one family for that, and then I think I got people doing this stuff. Go hunting. Yeah, he's already getting food or something like that. So I'm assuming the storehouse does food, like food, right? Like I don't have to build something else. Look, there are people walking. Oh, okay, they're my people. I thought they were like people from other provinces. Construction finished. I know people are running out of food, you freak. The one thing I would like is, all right, hold on, let me pause this. Oh, I like that you hit the space bar, but like I want to be able to like click on this guy and give me stats on him. You know, like Herman here is walking and gathering, so is Lawrence, but like it won't do anything besides tell me what they're doing. It'd be kind of cool if it tells me like, "Hey, this is what Herman's doing." I'm like, "Okay, cool, good job, Herman." And do I have to sign like stop work, allow market setup, stall, pin, building tab, people? Okay, advanced. Okay, so this is where it's gonna iron ore. Man, all right. So this is gonna hold everything, right? Construction materials, flax. I have no idea what flax is. Commodities, spears, crossbows. What about food? So I gotta build something else for food with like a field. All right, farmhouse. Use the employee work on blah blah blah. Crops are transported here where farmers thresh wheat into grain. Well, I can't do that right now, right? Because I don't have like whatever. And then pack station. What the heck is a pack? Allowing you to send and receive goods between this and a region. Hitching post. Granary. Oh, okay. I need a granary. This is like numero uno kind of thing. I'll do something like that. And then this one, I'm going to set it to highest level because that food that these guys are getting needs to go somewhere before it spoils and stuff like that. Months before the supplies run out. Oh, 2 months only. That's not good. Fuel, 7 months. It's not too bad. So let me know, guys, what did you get during the Steam sale? Because it's over now. It's 5 o'clock. It ended 4 hours ago. So what did you get for the Steam sale? I actually set an alarm like 15 minutes before. It's at 1 o'clock. I was just like, all right, I'm buying this, this, this. I'm like done. I'll show you what I bought afterward, but um, I modified my list so it's like only $30 because I'm poor. I'm broke. Rent's due. Then I gotta pay homeowners association. Then I gotta pay. You know the one cool thing about owning and paying off your car is you don't have a car payment anymore. Gotta love that, right? I was watching this video where they were talking about they were like people are paying too much for their cars. Some people were saying I'm paying like $400 or whatever, $500. One guy was like $700. Another woman was like $800. Another guy was like I don't know $1,000. I think maybe one guy was like $1,300. I'm like, and then you're thinking like, all right, these guys are like rich, like they're making six figures. No, no, no. Like under, I think under six figures or around six figures maybe, but whatever it may be, wow. I paid off my car years ago, and I love my beautiful car, so I'm not trading her in ever. Um, I get attached to my car too, and I notice it too because I'm like, I tell my wife, I'm like, don't slam the doors too hard, and it's funny because it's basically what my old schoolmate slash friend Marius used to do. He when we were in high school, he bought this. We were like juniors or sophomores or whatever in high school in Queens, and he had his father's Buick, and it was a alright car. I mean, it looked nice. It wasn't rusted. It looked nice, but he was just like, nah, man. Nah, I want something more. So he went and he bought, I forgot, it was a Mitsubishi Grand. I forgot what kind of car it was. This is many years ago, many decades ago. But like the car was leather. He took his, I think, entire college savings and poured it into that car. And like I remember going in and out of the car, he was just like, Gene, don't slam the doors. I'm like, dude, I'm not. So sometimes I would try to like close the door lightly. He's like, you're closing it too lightly. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the middle ground is. Well, you gotta let me know, man. I don't know what the middle ground is. So, but I understand, Mario. I understand. Thinks he works for the FBI now. She's just gonna just drop it there. Just drop it. Why isn't this built? Is this the granary? Is this the best you guys can do? Two logs? Come on. Come on. Oh, I heard like a bear. Can my people get eaten out? I should have said it that way. Can my people get eaten? Okay. I think by removing people from the job for the wood cutting, now they can build a granary. How many families do I got? It should tell me. Total population, I got five level one families. Okay. Because it seems like I only got two. I like that, like, homelessness is -4. Previous months was -2. I guess people are growing too fast. Let's build more housing. Marketplace. Well, why is this? Ooh, this needs to be number one. My friend Yanni sent me a photo. I can't see it on my Apple Watch though. I don't know where my phone is. Oh. He's sending me a photo of him and his nieces and nephews playing a board game. I think it's the what is that HBO show? House of Cards? No. What's the one with the HBO show? You know what I'm talking about? Um, I don't know. The one with the blonde-haired woman in there. I forgot her name. Ah, man, I don't have enough. But yeah, if you guys remember the name of that woman with the blonde haired in that show, it's not House of Cards. It's what's the bloody name of that show? The one where like the dragon, House of Dragon, something like that. House of Cards. I don't know. One of those. He wants to talk on the phone. I gotta tell him. Hold on. Let me send him like, hey buddy, I'm streaming, my friend. Streaming, buddy. But anyway, um, let's see how this works here. All right, so I mean the game is moving along. Is this done almost? No, it's still taking forever. I got 12 families, man, and they're taking forever building this thing. Well, yeah, put you back into it. Game of Thrones. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Game of Thrones. Why did I know that? I heard it's a good show. Me and my wife watched the first episode. We were gonna watch like the whole season of Game of Thrones because we heard good things about it and good battle scenes too. And the ending of the first episode was good enough for us to watch episode two, but we just stopped. Um, it was really interesting because I remember like I was sitting with my wife, we were watching it, and I'm like, isn't that guy? Spoiler alert! Isn't that guy and that woman like brother and sister? And they're like, yeah. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. All right, this show is interesting. A little like crazy. And then that kid, I don't know if he was forcibly pushed or whatever, but he falls down. I think he survives though. But I was just like, that's some crazy stuff right there. I'll have that move faster. What do you guys think? Game of Thrones versus That's the other show that I watch. How like I was gonna compare it to House of Cards, but I didn't watch the last season of House of Cards because of Kevin Spacey and his stupidity. What's another good? Oh, the Rings. Lore, the Rings, the ones with the hobbits and stuff like that. Um, Compare those. Is it in terms of, I'm not gonna say goodness, but in terms of quality, is it equivalent to like the Hobbit and the Rings movies, TV show, whatever? Okay, cool. All right. All right, so I got living space. I got how many families in this region can currently accommodate to increase it, build. All right, so I got two plus one. That's good, right? I got 12 families, level one families. My approval rating is 47%. Hey, man, that's better than most presidents. Public order, unemployment's minus three. Okay, well, guess what? That's one. That's two. So, what was the unemployment again? Now it's homelessness minus three. I don't understand. Living space is two plus one, right? So that means I have one extra than needed. I'm assuming. Maybe you guys can explain that to me. I don't know. Game Rock Ray says Game of Thrones is really good until the last season ruins it. Yeah, I heard the last. I didn't know it was. Is it just the last season? Because some people are saying it's last like season or two. Um, it's kind of like people in some ways kind of compare it to Lost. Like they said, the first two or three seasons of Lost or four seasons of Lost were good. Like originally, Lost was supposed to be like two, three, 4 seasons, right? And then it was supposed to end, but the executives, the ones that have the five boats and the five houses and all that, wanted it to go longer. So they were like, no, keep going on. And then Lost just got weird and stupid and all that stuff. What is this? Stable space. What is this for? Okay. So I'm out of families because when I did this, it is like you don't have anybody. And do you see the cutting? The graphics cutting? I forgot what do you call it? But the ripping. I gotta update my AMD GPU. I think there's a way to kind of. No, that's not gonna. No. There's a way to. I gotta check my AMD GPU to kind of make sure that doesn't happen. But I have about another 45 minutes to play the game because then my kids come home and then it becomes like loud. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking like, dude, why didn't you buy Combat Series Vietnam? I didn't get a chance to watch the videos. Um, their holiday sale might still be going on. I might buy it. I don't know. I'm broke. If you're broke, you might as well just be more broke, right? Family requests more market area for their stall. Okay. Let us make a marketplace. Man, there's so much cool stuff in this game, man. Oh, cool. So the marketplace can be big. So can I do something like that? Assign families will set up stalls automatically. Oh, I like that. All right, so I'm building a Game of Thrones, sorta. Supply and demand, fuel. I put it right where I wanted the. This is right. Like people have homelessness. This month is -1, so I'm gonna make sure this is the highest. And I'm gonna build a tavern so people can get drunk. I tell you, probably one of the best things in the world, right, is when you're at the bar, right, and then the waitress, no, excuse me, the bartender brings you over that beer, and the foam is perfect, and it's just golden brown and it's just bubbling. It's like it's something like out of a dream, man. It's just like it's so beautiful. I literally take pictures of it. I have literally like 5, 10, 20 pictures or whatever it may be of just perfectly, how you call it, frothy beers. All right, firewood stall. Firewood stall, yay. I do like this game. So Steam gives you 2 hours, just to give a heads up. Whatever game you buy on Steam, they give you 2 hours to return. So I can play this game for another, I don't know, hour and a half or something like that, right? A little less than that. And then return it. But I don't think I'm going to do that because it's cool. And I think I could play it on my Steam Deck. Yeah, these guys are good at catching the animal life or whatever. Two, nice, good. My people are not gonna go hungry, man. Assigned, those families focus on the job they were assigned. All right. What would be kind of cool if you can click on this and it gives you like another GUI where it tells you like this family, this family, this family, this family kind of thing. Oh, homelessness is back to -3 again. Jeez. So it would be kind of cool if I can click on this and tells me which families are homeless. I got 4 months of food now. Good. Somebody's banging on something. Construction, timber, food, 25 meat. They're definitely going to get that protein. Unassigned families are needed for construction. How to, unassigned fam? Hold on. Unassigned families are needed for construction work. Unassign at least one family from their workplace so they could take over construction. Okay. All right. So I got one there. I got one there. I got two there. So I'll lower down to one. Okay. So like, you're saying I got 12 families. I'm assuming it's their kids. Because honestly, it looks to me there's like three. I don't know. To me, this seems like is there's one family, right? So that's two families. Oh, you know what? Because I have the granary. That's four. That's five families. Okay. I see what you're trying to say. How do I get more people to come to my house to come live with me? Do I have to send out people to like go ride? Map. Help. Settings. Oh me. I can't do that. Industry trade enables trading with the visiting travelers, merchant trade points. When employed, one family member travels to the nearest possible destination to conduct while other families help. Does this help? like if one of my family, I don't know, these whatever family members travel to another community, say, "Hey, yo, come live with us, man. It's great." Is that what happens? How do I get recruiters? I need like military recruiters. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can get military recruiters or something. I don't know. I just saw something here. Smell fertility. Okay. Does this change based upon that? I'm kind of curious how I can get people to join my town, my little kingdom. Ray says, "Didn't you play Banished? I like that game a lot, and Manor is Banished on steroids." Yeah, I liked Banished. I played Banished a lot, but Banished came out like I think in the early 2000s, 2010s, and like the graphics are okay, but I feel like all right, we're getting spoiled with graphics. Let's be honest. At least I'm getting spoiled with graphics. I do like the lightning. There's like a lot of cool things, like the rain coming in, the lightning, the clouds. It's like little things like that Banish didn't have. You can zoom in all the way like to this level and kind of get like a bird's eye view, which is really sick. Kind of curious that people just need water, they just go get it. Homelessness. Okay. These people wait for more Burgess plot causes a lot of loss of approval, possibly freezing in winters. Well, no offense, I have this at the highest level, right? Like these are housing, right? So I'm building you guys another one. So build it. Hey, bring that piece over here. Hey, bring that piece over here. No kidding. Too small. Okay. So maybe a little bit longer. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, let's do. How do I? Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's it says plot too small. Okay, whatever. Um, build it here. Let's build it here. That's a weird way of doing it, though, man. All right, let's do this. This. I don't know. That's weird stuff, man. All right, let's do that. And I have enough. All right, that should take care of all the homelessness stuff. I don't want to hear any more. You guys are gonna get like the estates. All right, so let's start building this stuff. You guys are taking your time. All right, so we built a level one here. There's supposed to be a third one being built. One, two, Three. Okay. So there's three of them. Homelessness should be like eradicated at this point. It says plus five. Okay. It looks good now because it says public water this month. So this, I'll do lowest on these for right now so they don't build it. And then this one will be it will be the highest so they can actually start building this just in case somebody wants to, I don't know, migrate to where we are. What should I have? I have an extra family. What can they do? What should I do? I need farming, right? What you know what? Let me see if I can build a bar. A tannery? Ooh, you know what? I have hides right from the freaking thing. I can make leather. That would be kind of cool, right? I could probably sell that. Yeah, let's do that. And this will be highest and very high. Okay. And we'll fast forward again. So this is kind of cool, like, and I feel like after like a couple hours or a couple of days or a couple of weeks, that like this will be a massive kingdom on its own. Like I'll expand from this little bitty thing to like here to here until like I can own this entire area, until I own the whole road. I could build a fort here, like it's gonna be like cool. And then Ray, you mentioned like comparing it to like Banished. I don't think Banished you have like wars. In this game, there's like armies that can fight with one another. So I think that's probably like another thing why I probably chose this versus just playing Banished. And for some reason, I just got a thought. Why hasn't there been like a game made? And I know this is really off topic. A game made like a strategy game based on Vietnam, mixing the political, the strategic, and the tactical components of it, like Grand Tactician Vietnam kind of thing almost. That would be kind of cool, I think. Are there other people? Like, do I have to like wild animals, rich deposit, iron ore? Okay, so it tells me who's in charge. Hoffensteins. I'm assuming nobody's coming to live with me because like they're all like only have four or five families. So I guess the only way like I can grow my people is by like having them, what do you call it, reproduce. Build it, buddy, build it. And then what else should I build that would like help with increasing the population? And the first thing that comes to mind is building a bar. Because, residential tavern. Yeah. The tavern's the most important thing. I'll build it right there. That is going to be the most important thing after that. Firewood. All right, well, what am I missing here? It has two announcements. People wait for more Burgess plots. I have Burgess plots here, and I got one being built. Y'all just taking your time. Highest. I'm putting that as the highest. Putting this to very high. So bring the buildings here. Let's go. I like that it breaks down the military. The militia. Did you guys know that the National Guard is considered a militia? You have the National Guard and the State Guard. State Guard is also known as the State Defense Force. Um, so you can type in statedefenseforce.com. You'll find out more information about them. But the State Defense Force and the National Guard are both considered the militia of the state. Um, and it's kind of interesting because, like, they both go through basic training. Each state defense force has their own basic training. It's a couple of months long on the weekends and 1 week here, 1 week there. But the National Guard, which is considered a militia, goes through the same exact training. I believe the same exact training as the U.S. Army. Like, you go through the same basic training. There is no day short. Nothing. It's the same exact training. Um, you go through AT annual, not excuse me, not AIT, and advanced individual training, which is your job training. It's the same amount. Like, you don't get like a week off because you're National Guard and you're a militia and you're militia. You don't have to be trained as good as the regular army. It's the same thing. So I don't know when I consider the National Guard. When people say the National Guard is a militia, I'm like, is it? Like, to me, they're like U.S. Army Reserve soldiers. Like, they are professional. You know. I mean, you have special forces in the National Guard, like Green Berets. That's a really crappy house. No offense. What does this say? Construct a backyard. Oh, this is cool. I can construct a backyard. Let's do that. Oh, that is cool. All right. That's another plus one in my book. That's another one plus one in my book. And they built it quick. It's a chicken coop. It's a chicken coop. What does this mean? Okay. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah. You guys are building this before you're building the tavern. The tavern comes first. Then somebody's always going to be there. All right? You understand me? The tavern. So, I'm most likely gonna. It's January. I'm most likely gonna get laid off in about 6 or 7 months. My company was bought by another company whose IT department is based out of like 95% is based overseas, um, and so they're saying it's not like a positive that they're gonna keep us. So it's like 50-50. And I keep looking for, like, all right, like, are there any help desk jobs out there? And watching YouTube videos, and people are like saying, like, oh wow, they build a road, nice. That there is too many people for too few jobs for help desk engineers and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So what does the tavern do again? I mean, I know what it, like, the point of a tavern. I'm just kind of curious, like, what it helps me out with, because in a regular world, you know what the tavern helps you out with. Okay, entertainment. gotta start getting like fuel for fire. So I need to build, what do you call it, like a place, I guess, where they can get lumber or whatever from the forest. Woodcutter's Lodge. Okay, so I'm gonna need that. And that is gonna be the highest. And now I'm gonna move this to not lowest. I'm gonna move this to very high. And it's July. Crops grow in summer. Possible droughts, and then spring. Okay, so autumn's harvesting, plowing, and sowing crops. Okay, so if I want to do that, I probably need to do that soon, right? But I really don't want to do it here. I really don't want to do it here. I want this to be like the backbone. I'd rather do it here. Like there's a lot of land here or here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that. Logging camp. How do I get the all right farming? Space to grow various crops, including okay. Ooh, what does the red mean? I'm assuming red is bad. I'm assuming. Yeah, green is probably good. I don't have. Okay, barley. Jeez. Okay, rye, fertility. This is not good, guys. So rye is for beer. I know that. Barley, flax. What the heck is flax? If you know what these things are, let me know. What is flax? All right. I guess I can't build anything here because look at all it. It's just ugh, blah. It's blah. And then here it's just even worse. Like the open ground that I have is just garbage. All right. So uh, all right. So let's do this. So do this to here. Okay. Ah, crap. So I can't go across the road. So let's do that. 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 So that's going to be for rye. Okay. Wheat. 59%. That looks good, right? But it needs to be plowed by hand for a starting village size about one. You could burn the field. That's cool. I like that. Oh, and field priority. Let's do very high. Force early harvest. I wonder what this. Oh, that's cool, man. I like that. And then you could do crop rotation. Brings back the lost fertility. Dang. Okay, this game is a couple is besides the graphics, there's a couple of notches above banished. Farmhouse. So I got to build a farmhouse. Okay, so I got to change out the. All right, whatever. Tavern. Was a corpse pit. Where is this thing? Pari. Didn't it say I need to build something? Trading post, industry, workshop, tannery, malt house. Oh, I like the malt house. Smithy. Wife's messaging me. My wife says, I know you hate my car, but I'm glad I have it back. I'm an SUV person. I have a Ford Fusion. She has a Honda Pilot. And I don't know if I told you guys what's been happening with it. Dude, I all right. So straight out, her Honda Pilot. For some reason, one day I was at the bar. She was like, "You got to come home. I think there's an animal under my hood because my alarm keeps going off." So I'm like, "All right." So I finish my beer, whatever. I go home. I look under the thing, right? There's no animal, whatever. So I close it. I check a few things. Everything looks fine. And her car keeps going off or whatever. And she was like, "What's going on?" So I do some internet research, and it has something to do with like the key fob module. So I pulled the fuse for the key fob module, and so it alarms maybe like once every other day or something like that. And then it alarmed back like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago. And the next day when she tried to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. The battery was completely gone. Right? I tried to jump start it with my car. It wouldn't. It was at like 5.4 volts or something like that. And I talked to my dad. He was like, "Yeah, it's you're not gonna." We stayed in the car for like 30 minutes. It didn't even go above 5.4. So we were like, forget it. Got a new battery, right? And the module, the part is like $300 to $400. Not the labor, the parts. And the part has to be configured by Honda with a certain type of software firmware. And I was thinking, well, I'm like, all right, so if it's going to be $1,400 or $1,500 or whatever it may be, is this going to happen again? And the like responses I got was like possible. And I'm like, all right, so we had to hook up this battery kill switch. So when she's done using the car, she has to turn off the car connection to the battery. So you tell me, I got too many families doing stuff. Okay, I got one family doing that. I got one family doing that. One family doing that. One family doing that. I don't have enough families, man. So I'll pull one family from that. This guy doesn't have a home. How do you not have a home? I have four. So it tells me Ditz, Anna, and Hans. That's three, right? That's six. So that's three. That's six. That's nine. That's 12. And I got 14 people. Okay. All right. I see. All right. Whatever. Whatever. Fine. People are getting pissed off again. I do like this game. I think I'm going to hold on to it, honestly. I'll play some Grand Tactician later. I'm going to see if I can play the game with my kids here. Maybe I can angle the desk. I don't know. I have a house where, um, you're supposed to have like outlets on every wall, but because this house was built in like the 20s or something, or the 30s or the 1910s, there's only one there and then one, I think, over there. And I think originally only had one in the room or something. You need a farmhouse to employ workers. Okay, well, tell me how to freaking build a farmhouse. I was looking for that bloody thing. well, purgages plot, corpse thing, whatever. Workshop, farmhouse. Why isn't there a search? That would be something that would be really cool to add. Just want to put that out there. If you want to add that in, please. Farmhouse, right? A pair. What the heck? Coal. I don't know, man. It's saw pits, forester's home, coal. I think my kids are home. That's quick. I'm probably gonna end it in a minute because they're gonna get loud. Food cart, firewood, marketplace. Well, probably gonna have to rewatch this because oh, there we go. Farmhouse. There we go. There we go. I built a farmhouse. Well, I will. A little bit behind on the things. All right, so that's being built. We'll add somebody for that, and then yeah, I need to assign unassign a family now. I think I have enough wood, right? How much wood do I have? Construction. I have 21 timber. Okay, I'll pull that family out, and I'll have them do this thing. Y'all need to start mating. I have enough fuel for 1 month. Come on, come on. I'm gonna put 2 on this firewood thing here. What do you do in the granary? Do they pass out the food? I forgot what a granary does. Step right up. And distribute goods. Okay, so I need somebody to distribute the goods. I mean, I guess they're just too lazy just to go in and get what they need. Look how much stuff you could build. Cloaks. Nice cloak. You could build candles, crafting materials, crops, fuel. I can get charcoal. New mercenary companies available. What is that supposed to mean? Am I gonna be under attack soon? Wild animals, 12 out of 40. Probably gonna need more like oxen, horses, and mules. I wonder how you do that. I'll figure it out. But I think I'm like building, expanding too fast for my people to like, you know, meet up at the tavern, have a couple of beers, wake up the next morning, take the pregnancy test and be like, honey, we're expecting, kind of thing. But the next game I'm going to play, hopefully tonight, this game actually did put me in a better mood. So it's really good. That's what I expect out of a game. I was at like a 2, now I'm at like a 6 or a 7. So that's really good. Um, I'm going to try Grand Tactician next. Hopefully the kids are not too loud. I used to have my own room. I used to have my own bachelor pad. My own studio, one bedroom studio, whatever. And then got married, had my own room. Then we moved into a city, so now we have an apartment, and I don't have a room. I have a room divider. Does that count? You know, what I was thinking of doing is buy well, I don't have money for a truck, but trade in the SUV for a truck and then get a truck camper. I think of doing something like that. Yeah, there we go. We now have enough fuel for 10 months. All right, so I'm going to put you guys back to work here. This game is kind of easy to kind of understand and pick up. I didn't do a tutorial. So, straight out, the only thing that I need to figure out is how to this homelessness. Well, the homelessness thing I figured out, but like how to speed up people from having. Man, I just realized like did we start in January and September? So to have a fully functional adult is going to take a long time. This game is a long term game, isn't it? Because like the surrounding communities don't have like hundreds of people, right? So yeah, this is gonna be a long term game. I like how the trees are changing color. That is cool. Settlement level increase. Okay. Family. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Family members join one of your settlers. Okay. All right. I guess somebody from a nearby community. Whatever. I don't know. The one thing I do notice is the Q and E key don't move the map like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I right click and no, that's not gonna work. Q and E. Normally in games in Q and E you can kind of angle. That would be something really cool if they can do that. Oh, I didn't even see this before. What is this? Trapping. Well, we're not near okay. Advanced pond. No. Forest management. Well, I have berries. Let's do that. Or I could do these things. I don't know. What do you think I should do, guys? Foreign supplies, build firewood cart. Ooh, maybe I should do that. But generally, we don't have. And the military thing, I don't have to worry about. I don't think for right now. Orchardry. Man, there's a lot of policies too. Locked in early access. Ugh. Oh, this is cool. All right. Okay, I think my kids are home. I'm gonna end the game here before the shouting starts. I want to say hello to my son and daughter, and I'm gonna use the latrine. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I am definitely keeping this game. It was like 30 bucks or $27 or whatever it was. Definitely worth it. Where am I at with the game right now? Because it gives you 2 hours. How much did I play so far? Stop. Okay, stop. How much time did I play in this game? Cloud status uploading, cloud up to dates, 78 minutes. I could still return it. I'm not going to. As long as it's on the 120 minutes, I can do that, but I'm not going to do that. And then a couple of my friends, I don't know who this is, or people I know, got the game too. So cool. 99.3% of players that have achieved this have this achievement. So there's a point seven of a people that bought the game never played it, which says a lot because there's a lot of game. There's a number of games I buy, and I never start. Like Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, I think I have 60 minutes of this game. Anyway, these are the other games that I bought. I bought Animal Farm. I think it was 99 cents, and The Forest, which was $2. So I'm like, why not, right? Anyway, the next game I'm gonna play is Grand Tactician. Hopefully, a little later on, around maybe 7. So in an hour, if you want to see me kick some rebel butt, um, join up. But yeah, this game lives up to the hype, man. It does live up to the hype. Hey, I'll make a separate video about it, just to do like a 5 minute. Yeah, buy the game. Just to give you a heads up, though, I bought it for $27. It's $39 now. Just FYI, keep that in mind. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this.